here's a press pass. So got to go for free, full access to speakers, audience, all the different tracks within that. And then in addition to that email, he's like, you got to talk to so-and-so because we're working on another concept that's also crypto related, but more on the Bitcoin side. And so now this is coming together on a second publication. So going back to what I was saying is how can you leverage your time, resources, content into something very effective? Because if you think about it from being published in some way, you have contributors, columnists, authors, publisher. So now we're looking at distinction two is that does set you apart. And then the other point I made is access. You are part of the media. You can get media passes. You can cover cool stories. You can meet presidents, CEOs, founders, top developers. So what we're doing with Achieve Magazine, my story again started beginning with just Achieve Success Magazine, and they launched this because of that speaker also. And I wrote my first article, Get Started with Crypto Now or Get Left Behind. So that would kind of like whet my appetite, and that's how it can start for you. And from there, it just grew into Goose Magazine. And we teach you how to do it professionally. It's very turnkey. It's very cost effective. And on top of that, you guys see my business cards out there. I just did a mock cover of this concept and presented it to one of my contacts from a conference, his business partner, and I just pitched it to him. I bought him coffee, and he's like, oh, my partner will want to be on the cover. $8,000 that quickly. So paid for pretty much the whole launch of the magazine. I got more advertisers. So it's possible. So I ran like a few tables. I think went through 3 different ones and basically said, what is your niche? How can you add more value or build your community? And you can do that through a magazine, and you don't have to just do print. You can do digital to kind of test it out and see how it goes. And look what happened. This is my global footprint on digital, just on the one that we control. So this is what's possible with the technology that they have within the magazine concepts, digital, print. But print's cool because it has that cachet. You can give it to someone. They're not going to throw it out if it's good quality like this. All right, so that's important, and that's part of what we teach, and we keep it super organized, so once it gets to the design team, they're not spending hours and trying to figure this all out. You can get your advertisers in there. It looks professional to them. They want to be in it. They start referring, so it's a good way to also leverage your community, and the reason this happened is community. That's pretty much number one when you're talking into this whole digital economy of what we're plugging into. So if you have 10 different contributors within this magazine and they have a community of themselves, they're all sharing, retweeting, reposting, and that's where the leverage comes in, where you can go global. And just to put a plug in for crypto, if you're doing business globally, you need to accept crypto because you want to make it easy for them to do business with you. And they can't back out of the charges. So I know some of you have had a customer that backs out or stops paying. With crypto, it's settled. So I do have a booth. It's a cryptocurrency for the people. Come take a look at the magazines. You can feel it and see how professional it is. We can do that for you. And there's so many different options on how you want to position this into your business and really maximize your brand, because that's what it's all about, is how are you being seen out there and elevating your brand, adding that distinction. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for this next speaker. I decided what kind of voice I was going to use, and, well, it pretty much sounds exactly like this because, well, when I get on the mic, for whatever reason, I sound like an announcer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. This next speaker, former host of the California cable TV show, The Hollywood Entrepreneur, Featured in publications including Forbes, Investor Business Daily, and New York Weekly. Produced and co-produced special broadcasts like Think and Grow Rich Tour, Neuroscience Summit, and Money Forum Live. Interviews on major television shows including Fox and Friends, Fox is the Five, What's Happening Now, The Doctor Show, New to the Street, Neil Cavato, and The Today Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Fagan.
It's okay. We're going to play that later. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah. All right. Who here thinks they'd make more money if they were more influential? Who here thinks they'd make more money if they had more credibility? Who here thinks they'd make more money if they had more exposure? Okay, if you answered yes to any one of those things, then you're in the right place. The ICE acronym has been a part of my books and presentations for more than a decade now. It's been changing people's lives, and it's been making them a lot of money. And that is what a big part of the focus has been on these last couple days here with this group. And I'm going to kind of build upon that. By the way, we got a very delicate balance of technology going on over here, so if you see me moving things around. 10 years ago, my mentor, J. Conrad Levinson, passed away. It's this one here. Nice try. Nice try. I need all of your guys' help. You see what I'm holding? Tell me what I'm holding. Clicker. It's a clicker. I will try really hard to lose this thing. I will put it down in all kinds of abstract places. Prizes do exist for the people who help me find this when I lose it. So J. Conrad Levinson is the father of guerrilla marketing. Who here has ever heard of guerrilla marketing before? J. Conrad Levinson was one of my original mentors. I was the former CEO of Guerrilla Marketing. Between me and J. Conrad Levinson, we've sold 23 million books in 62 languages around the world. He passed away 10 years ago, almost to the day. And so I've been thinking a lot about him. He was one of my mentors. Who here has a mentor? Who here has more than one mentor right now? Who here is a mentor? Who here is looking for another mentor? Who here has written a book before? Who here has written more than one book? Who here started a book this morning in their head? Who here has been working on a book for more than 5 years? More than 10 years? 20 years? Okay. Getting lots of information about you guys. Marketing is measuring. Write this down. Marketing is measuring. What gets measured gets improved, or at least those are the odds, right? So many times we are guessing at what our audience wants, whether it's a live audience, whether it's an audience online. We're guessing. Guys, you can take out all the guesswork and ask people the questions. You're going to see that in a certain part of my presentation, I'm asking the audience. I'm polling the audience. I'm not guessing here. I'm hearing what you guys have to say. And I want to help you learn some things today, but more importantly, I want to help you experience some things today. A little story about a man named Joe. Joe was a good man. What was he? He was a good man. Joe was a good man. He decided that if he just won the lottery, he could do so much good in the world, right? Lottery's at 10 million. Lottery's at 100 million, right? All I got to do is win the lottery. So he decides that because he's going to do such good things with it, what he needed to do was just really start praying. So every day he's praying, please let me win the lottery. I'm going to do all this good thing with the money if you just let me win the lottery. Pretty soon, he's not just praying every day, but multiple times during the day. The days turn into weeks. The weeks turn into months. He is praying now night and day. Sometimes he's even fasting. And he's starting to get a little bit frustrated. And he's just praying these long prayers. I'm going to help women. I'm going to help children. I'm going to go to other countries. I'm going to do so much good in the world. The prayers of months turn into almost a year. And before a year comes around, he's just broken down. He's on his knees. He's in his bedroom. He's just praying and praying and praying. It's almost the dead of night. But from the corner of his room comes this amazing bright light. So bright he couldn't even look to see it. And from out of this light comes this commanding voice. this amazing, glorious voice. And it says, Joe, meet me halfway. Buy a ticket. I love action takers. Raise your hand if you love action takers. Anybody here not like action takers? They just really annoy you. Okay, no, that's everybody. So we're all in here. We all love action takers. You guys all took action today. You all came down. You're all investing your time, which is the one thing you can't get it back or any more of. So thank you. You honor me. I'm going to be up here working hard for you to give you some good things of value that you can use, that you can implement into your business. Sound good? Say yes. Yes. You like it so far? Say yes. Yes. Do you like it or you love it? Say love it. Love it. Oh, you guys are so good. Emily, you did a good job. You told me you warmed up the crowd really well, but you weren't kidding. Now, I've known Emily since probably 2009, 2010, 2011. I think 2011 is when we did her first book back then. And just so you know, Emily told me, David, I will never be a speaker. I just need this book for my business. Now Emily travels and speaks as much, if not more, than I do. So things change, things evolve. We never really know exactly where we might end up at. This is our company, Top Talent Agency. First and foremost, we are a talent management agency. We manage talent. We represent talent. We publish talent. We publicize talent. Okay? We produce talent. We do it in three main areas. Publishing books, maybe sometimes courses. Publicizing people to get in the news, the media, book them to speak on stage, maybe to help them win awards. And production, maybe to produce an event, but more likely producing a show of some kind, maybe a TV show, as a matter of fact. In fact, Karen Combo, why don't you stand up here? Karen's a local here to the Denver area. All you locals, give Karen a big round of applause. Turn around so they can see you better. We helped Karen get her own TV show up and going and running. And if you're looking for a great place and publicity, she's actually local to this area, but she's traveled all over. We've had her at USA Today headquarters doing interviews. We've taken her as far away as Kenya, speaking at universities and schools. An amazing, amazing person right here in your own backyard. Thank you, Karen. We'll have you come up again later on. But one of the things that I put on here is a lot of our clients, kind of the wall of fame, if you will. Their book covers, when they've been in Forbes and USA Today and Newsweek. And by the way, this is about 1/50th of what we have. And whenever we make one of these, we add new people up here. So we'll be making another one of these and even have more people up on here. But we want to get the wheels turning here, okay? So who here thinks they have talent? Raise your hand. Are you bold enough to? Oh, okay, lots of bold people here today. All right, good, good. I don't have to do a whole lot of confidence work with you guys, build you guys up. Who here has a really healthy ego? Who here thinks they're sitting next to someone with a really healthy ego? Oh, look around, guys, look around. So yeah, so you guys get a chance to see some of these things. We'll talk a little bit more about them later on. But I want to teach you something here. And it's going to be a little bit easy at first, and it's going to be a little bit more complex as we go. Are you ready? Yeah. Ready. You ready for a challenge? Yeah. Okay, first thing I'm going to teach you. Finishing is happiness. You want more happiness? Finish the book. You want more happiness? Finish the website. You want more happiness? Finish what you started, right? You want more happiness? Finish that event you wanted to produce. You want more happiness? Finish launching that magazine. By the way, that guy's absolutely right. Magazines are massive. We've actually been doing digital magazines since 2008. We work with a lot of magazines where a lot of people are getting out of print. The one thing people are getting back into is magazine. He absolutely nailed it, right? So think about those types of things. Finish. Finishing is happiness. You want to be happier in life? Finish. Okay, that's the first thing. You ready for the second? It's going to start to get a little more complex from here. Hold on tight. Quitting is the secret art of winning. Write it down. Quitting is the secret art of winning. Michael Jordan quit playing baseball. He went back to playing basketball. He won 3 more NBA championships and is now considered one of the best, if not the best basketball player of all time. Michael Jordan was a quitter. Oprah quit local radio. She quit local TV for her own station. She quit that later on for her own network. Oprah's a quitter. You didn't know that, did you? Ellen DeGeneres was actually a comedian and an actress. She wasn't getting the part she wanted. She wasn't getting the role she wanted. She wasn't getting the audience she wanted. So she became a talk show host. She then won more Emmys than Oprah Winfrey. Quitting is the secret art of winning. I could actually help more of you in here by helping you quit a few things than start a few things. Raise your hand if you believe that's true. Yes. Hopefully some of you guys are getting some breakthroughs here. Breakthroughs. Who here would like to remember more of everything they learned for the rest of this day and weekend? About half of you. That's scary. Okay, good. Let me just teach you a little bit about the way your brain works. Inside of your brain, it's like rolling hills of tall green grass. Tall green what? Grass. Tall green grass. When you're first born, it's like rolling hills of tall green grass. And as you start to learn things and learn how to get things, what you're doing is you're going places in your mind, in your brain. And what happens after you go over the same pathway over and over again? What happens? I kind of gave you the answer there. What happens? You form a pathway, right? So when you learn something new, maybe it's even a shortcut, and you're going through that tall green grass again, is it easier or hard to do something different and new? Hard. It's hard, right? So I'm going to teach you a way to just blaze a trail really quickly and to remember things really quickly. When you have an epiphany or a breakthrough or an aha moment, I want you to say the word breakthrough. Say what? Breakthrough. If you say breakthrough, you're 10 times as likely to remember the breakthrough you had. You can never take, ooh, nice. Nice. Can I just reward you for a second? Sure. I've got some books up here. We've published a lot of really great books. This book here is called Women Gone Wild, The Feminine Guide to Fearless Living. 22 different women came together to write this book. Isabel Donadillo, my wife right there, was one of the people who came together to do this book. I think this book is for you. I want to reward your breakthrough. Can I do that? Say yes? Here you go. Take it. Yep, there you go. Good marketing creates want. Good marketing creates what? Want. If you want to know if your marketing is good or your message is good, you should make people want. You should make them what? Want. Okay, we're going to talk about that more later on. But I actually have a 21-point list that is scientifically proven to make more people want. Who'd like that list? I'm not going to give it to you. I just made it up. It doesn't even exist. But did I make you want? That's the most important thing. Stick around. You're going to learn more. Do you like this? Another breakthrough? I'm going to have to reward some more of these breakthroughs. Epiphanies, breakthroughs. If you want to remember more, sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can repeat it back. But just acknowledging the brain to the mouth and saying the word breakthrough, 10 times as likely to remember it. So what is the problem with the two things I taught you? I taught you finishing is happiness and quitting is the secret art of winning. What's the problem with the two things I just taught you? They're contradictory. They don't go together. David, which is it? Right? So here's what I want to teach you next. The saying is that knowledge is what? Power. That is wrong. Knowledge is no longer power. No, you just said what the saying is. That wasn't a trick. What is the saying? The saying is knowledge is power, but it's not true anymore. It's not true. Who knows why it isn't true? All those are true. What else?
We're in an information society.
We're in an information society. You got Google, you got YouTube, you got AI. Knowledge really doesn't have any value more. If you want to know more things, you can know anything you want. Yet, still, so many people are stuck. So many people don't have the resources. So many people aren't moving forward. They still need experts. They still need mentors. They still need people like you, okay? So we're not in search of knowledge. What we're in search of is wisdom. Write this down. The start of wisdom is to know that some truths have more value. The start of wisdom is to know that some truths have more value. Now, I get this a lot. People are like, David, you're kind of throwing me off here, man. You're known as this publisher, this publicist, this Beverly Hills agent. You're up here telling me about epiphanies and breakthroughs, and now you're telling me about wisdom and knowledge. What gives, man? Look, the best thing I could ever do for you is help you develop the best decision-making matrix. I've gotten the opportunity to interview a lot of amazing people, successful celebrities, billionaires. Now, I'm not saying these are the most happiest people. I'm just saying in a lot of terms on how people gauge success, I've gotten to interview the best of them. And what I have found to be true in every single case is that they are brilliant decision makers. Listen, you, each one of you, every decision you've ever made has led you to right where you're at right now. Your life is nothing but a series of decisions, okay? If you want to end up in a better place, you make better decisions. There are so many good things for you to do. That's the easy part. We want better and best. Good, better, best. The number one thing that messes you guys up is you look for something good to do. This is good to do. Let's do this. No. What's the better thing to do and what's the best thing to do? When I'm sitting around with my executive committee, my executive team, we're not looking for good things to do. We're looking for the better and the best thing to do. Okay? The most effective mentors are the ones that are going to help you find the better thing and the best thing. There's so many shiny objects coming to you all the time. Sometimes my clients, they feel like, oh, David's going to throw a wet blanket on this thing. I swear, I'm not trying to. It's just I'm always trying to, like, hey, before we do this, and I got a few of my clients shaking their heads up here going, yeah. Before we do this, it's just, is there anything better to do than this? And then, what's the best thing to do, right? We want to look at options. I just want to help you with that decision-making matrix. So sometimes finishing is happiness. Sometimes quitting is the secret art of winning. How do we know the difference? We have to be wise enough with the decision-making matrix to know what's good, better, and best. Who here likes that? Who here loves that? Who here is happy with their decision to come today? Anybody not happy with their decision to come today? Okay, great, we're all in. I didn't give you guys very much time to think about that, by the way. Don't think about that too hard. Just stay happy here with me. So, yeah, I want to give away some books. I want to talk to you guys about some other things, but this is what I just taught you. This is a visual aid. A visual aid makes a complex thing simple. Experts, write this down, experts have the ability to make complex things simple. If you want to be seen as an expert, develop the ability to make complex things simple. This is just one example of a visual aid. I'm teaching you while I'm teaching you. Who here understands that there is a presentation under the presentation? Who here is a speaker? Who here feels like, oh, I know what this guy's doing? Who here knows? Who here's thought this? It's okay. I invite you to see that. I want you to see the presentation under the presentation. I'm going to show you this a little bit more in a second here. I'm not doing this accidentally. I'm doing this on purpose. But this is what I just taught you. Knowledge. This is just random facts. You can be very smart and know a lot of random facts. Experience. Experience can make you an expert because you know how to connect these. You know where they connect. You know the correlation. The master, the wisest, not only do they connect them, they know how to do them in the order in which will make them most successful. One of the things that we have that we go through with our clients is 100+ business audits, 100 different points. And one of the biggest struggles I see is somebody got sold on doing number 77 on the list and they haven't done number 5 through 11. They got really excited about someone they met that's going to help them with number 23 through 29, but they haven't even done number 1 through 5. Now, can you do things out of order? Thank goodness, yes. As entrepreneurs, we love doing things out of order. We're rule breakers. Raise your hand if you're a rule breaker. Anybody here not a rule breaker? You're not a rule breaker? You're a rule follower. We need you. We need you. Look at that guy in the back here. So guys, there are starters and then there are finishers in this world, right? You starters, you need finishers. Hang on to those people. There's a lot of people that kind of, they don't always respect the people who aren't like them. Guys, if you're running around with everybody who's like you, you're missing out. My team is not made up of people like me. Think about that for a second. Ah, there we go. I led you into that one a little bit, though. That was good. That was good. That was good. Knowledge, experience, wisdom. Most people, they just don't even know it's possible. We do a lot of international work, Bangladesh, Thailand. We've been to Kenya 3 times in the last 10, 11 months. We speak at universities. A big part of my job with my clients is to give you opportunities. So much of my business, we're just creating opportunity. Oh, here's an opportunity where I can get clients awards. Here's an opportunity where I can put them on stage. Here's an opportunity I can put them on television. Here's an opportunity I can get them a documentary. We're constantly creating opportunities. And over here, we need more talent. We're scouting talent. Who can we manage? Who can we help? Who can we represent? And then all we do all day long is just talent, opportunity. Talent, opportunity. Just matching talent and opportunity all day long. But most people don't even know what's possible. For example, when we go to Kenya, if we go to some of the more distant schools or village and we go to a woman and we say, hey, we can do anything for you. What would you like us to do? The average woman will tell us this. They'll say, if you could give me a goat, no joke, goat, that would really help me. The milk from that goat, what the milk from that goat can do. Now, if they dream really big, they'll say, if you can give me a cow, if you can get me a cow one way or another, the milk from one cow can pay for one kid's school for a whole year. If that cow has a baby calf, this is like level up. This is like middle class now. This is game changer, right? The point being is they don't necessarily know it's possible. Think about all the things I could do for them. Think about all the things that my clients could do for them, but they don't even know what's possible. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's kind of funny. People in Kenya, they don't really get it. Guys, people in this room don't really get it, okay? They don't know what's possible. They don't even know what's possible. Thank you. Thank you. Who here's already had a breakthrough today? Who here's had at least 3 breakthroughs? Who here's written a couple of the breakthroughs down? Okay, good. I might ask you because I got more books and things I want to give away as well. But guys, there is what's called the power of possibilities. This is called a visual aid. It's called what? I'm just showing you some visual aids here. Now, I think a lot of you guys know it's not what you know. How does the saying go? It's who you know. It's not even who you know. It's who knows you. You know Oprah. She may not know you. There's a lot of people you know that doesn't know you. I want to shift your thinking a little bit. I want to enhance your decision matrix a little bit. Who here feels like the wheels are turning? Everybody except for this guy here who you doing okay, sir? Okay. You guys are tired after lunch. I'm going to have to help you. I'm going to get you guys up, maybe have you guys stand up here in a little bit. Got to be more compelling. I won't jump off here. Maybe I'll backflip off here. You got to be so good they can't ignore you. Be so good they can't ignore you. Probably the only person here, by the way, that might have known me longer than Emily is Brandon Barnum over here. So every once in a while I look over here and he's smirking at me and stuff. I'm sure he's, when we see each other speak, we're transported through time of 12, 13, 14, 15 years. How am I doing, Brandon? Am I doing okay? Okay, thanks, Brandon. So look, there's a 2-word question that everybody's wondering when they meet you. They're either consciously asking it of you or they're subconsciously thinking of it. Who here saw the screen? Who here knows what that 2-word question is? Go ahead. What is it? Why you? Right? Why you? Why you and not somebody else? Why you and not something else? Why you and not nothing at all? Right? Think about this for a second here. Some people get hung up on the competition element of this, like this is competing. It's not competing. It's good, better, best, right? I want you to know what people are thinking. Why? It'll make you a better marketer. If you're going to create want, you have to know what people care about. And we got to market the want, sell the need. Write that down. Market the want, sell the need. Some of you guys think you're trying to really be effective with people, because people really need this. Guess what? If they don't want it, you're in trouble. You got to market what they want and also give them what they need. Okay? Market what they want. Like I could, I write copy. My brilliance is with words. I help people write their books. I help people write their presentations. I write the media pitches. I script things out for documentary. Words is my super talent. What to say and how to say it. That's my book, Word Genius. What to say and how to say it. When I work with Jay Conrad Levinson of Gorilla Marketing, that's all we did together. What to say and how to say it, right? You got to sell the want, not the need. I could get up here and say, or even better, Vanessa could say, you guys got to hear David come speak. He's going to teach you about communication. Or, hey, you got to hear David come speak. He's going to teach you how to be on major TV shows. He's going to teach you how to speak as a guest lecturer at universities. He's going to teach you how to inspire, activate, authenticate. Do you see the difference? Right? So just think about that. What do people really want that you can give to them? I'm going to give you a way to get a bunch of stuff from me from free, so it's okay if you can't see this. But this is one of the things that we do with our clients, and it's not unusual for some of our clients to say, David, I don't know if I have 1 or 2 things on this list. But this is 15 accomplishments that qualify you to be a money-making, world-changing expert. Having industry-related awards, you don't have them, we'll help you get them. Getting testimonials from clients, celebrity endorsements, don't have them, we can help you get them. Television interviews, authoring best-selling books, we can do all this. Before and after pictures of your results, leadership roles in successful organizations, serving on the board of advisors or directors, we can place you. Sharing the stage with well-known individuals, guest lecturing, all this stuff we do. Keynoting to big brand companies, quality contact list, building that up, large social media following, customized education degrees or certificates, on and on. This is what we help you do so people want more of you. Understand? Say yes? Yes. How many people feel good because they see that they've done some of these things? How many people would like to do even more of the things on the list? Anybody here feel like, David, I don't need you. I have all 15 and probably even more of them than you do. Isabel. We actually have a whole list of what we call our favorite marketing verbs. In my book, Word Genius, What to Say and How to Say It, I actually have about 3,000 of my most favorite marketing verbs that I use for copywriting and pitching. I have about 300 of my most favorite adverbs inside this book, all plug and play. Branding, writing, pitching, all the stuff that I learned from J. Conrad Levinson of Guerrilla Marketing, really good stuff. Who here would like one of these copies? You right here to get one. Who else? Okay, he really wanted it. He really wanted it. He really wanted it. I'm going to give away a few more here in a second. I remember you. I remember you. Good. Who here wants one of these books? Okay, stop, freeze. Don't raise your hand. Am I creating want? Yes. Am I creating a perception of value? Yes. This is really important. Ask yourself in your marketing, in your ad, in your interviews, in your shows, in your book, are you creating a perception of value? Here's the answer to that. Will people stay up late through the night to consume it? Will people travel great distances to get to it? Will people pay lots of money for it? When I help my clients create something, it's like, stop, freeze. Okay, imagine that. Would someone pay a lot of money for that? I don't know. I don't know if we're there yet then, right? Okay, we got this event. Okay, great, stop. Will my clients in Australia and Thailand and Kenya, will they stay up through the night just to get this event? I don't know if they would or not. Okay, maybe we need to go a little bit further. We want to create a perception of value. We need to create want. My job is to help you create want. My job is to help people want more of you. When people meet you, when they hang out with you, they should be saying, I really like who I am when I'm with Karen Kamba. How do I get more Karen Kamba in my life? I'm being dead serious. I really like who I am when I'm with Vanessa. How do I get more Vanessa in my life? I really like who I am when I'm with Brandon Barnum. He brings out the best in me. I like how I show up I like how I feel when I'm with him. How do I get more Brandon in my life? This is when you're really onto something. Oh, good. All right, good. So I've got all kinds of words and things like that I'll give to you. It's inside the book. There's all kinds of checklists we have for speaker bios. We even have a really cool speaker bio template that you can use. This is what they were reading from. This is the newest and best way for the last few years. When we pitch people, we don't send out bios. We send out this. Top 10 reasons to listen to, top 10 reasons to hire, top 10 reasons to book. And then what it is it's 10 things, 10 really impressive accomplishments, right? Every single one of you should have one of these. By the way, when I did this for J. Conrad Levinson back in 2009, when I was the CEO of Guerrilla Marketing, I thought, I should do this for myself. I could only come up with 4 things. My list in the beginning was the top 4 reasons to listen to David Fagan. Pretty soon I had 10. Pretty soon I had 20 or 30, and I had to choose the best 10. Pretty soon I had more than 100, and I had to put multiple things in each one of the stuff, right? So this isn't about me, this is about you, but I hope what you're seeing here is How would you fill this out? Guest lecturer at universities from UCLA in California to Kenyatta in Kenya. Columnist at the Los Angeles Tribune with multiple bylines in USA Today. Winner of Keeps, Entrepreneur of the Education Year Award. They actually gave me that at an NBA basketball game. Author and co-author of more than a couple dozen #1 best-selling books. Former CEO of Guerrilla Marketing, a book series that sold 23 million books in 62 languages all around the world. I just can go all the way down. When they introduced me, he just read to you the last, I think, 3 or 4 of them up on here. But what do we got? We got some pictures of me on the red carpet doing interviews. This is me doing guest co-hosting on a show I do at the NASDAQ studio for Bloomberg and Fox Business. Who here would like to be on more TV shows? Who here would like to have their book on a New York Times billboard? Okay, I can do all that. We've done it multiple times just in the last 30 days here. Here's a client of mine, so I'm not just showing you mine. Here's a client of mine. This is his. This up here is him and Isabel, my wife. We had him on a TV show in Nairobi, Kenya. This here he was speaking. This here I had him on the show. I always get my clients first preferential treatment. This is here with Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a big supporter of Newcom, his company. He's got tons of things he could show on here. Celebrities that use his product, whatever. But it's okay if you only have a few in the beginning. My job is to help make sure you fill this out really strong. This is what we send to media outlets, right? We send all kinds of things, your books, testimonials, whatever. But this is the most impactful thing. People don't want to read anymore. They want to skim. They want to what? Skim. Right. Good or great? Great or life-changing? Oh, I wasn't sure. I went for it. I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to get life-changing or not. Raise your hand if you said life-changing. We're close. We just went next level, me and you. Come up to me later and just be like, David, I said life-changing. You changed my life today. What? Destiny changing. All right. I like it. So why you? Think about why you. One of the things I teach in the book is something I call the law of the war chest. Here's what you need to know. Law of the war chest. People only have so much to fight the battle of day-to-day life and business. They only have so much money. They only have so much time. They only have so much resources. Okay? So sometimes, let's say you're in the website business. We do websites. We're not in the website business. Don't get confused. But let's just say you do websites. You're not competing necessarily with other website companies. People are constantly thinking, maybe I should hire an assistant. Maybe I should go on this keynote tour. Maybe I should build an app. Maybe I should write a book, right? You have to show them why you're the best reason, you're the best investment right now. Not just in the market or industry you're in, but with everything. And you're not just competing with other people. You're competing with nothing at all. Yes, that should be a massive breakthrough. I know every single one of you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I know almost every single one of you woke up this morning and said, I could stay in bed. This is a nice bed. This is a nice pillow. Or I could go to this event. I was literally, me, Vanessa, we were competing with that bed of you doing nothing at all. I'm competing against Netflix. I'm competing against movie theaters. Now, you need to think like that. When you start to think like that, you're going to become a better marketer. You're going to become a better business person. Because so many people, oh, my product just sells itself. Maybe, maybe not. But if that's your attitude, you're not going to attract the right people. You got to realize you're competing with other things they can do with their money or resources to doing nothing at all, right? Now, I'm teaching something while I'm teaching something. And I'm just going to give you the answer because we don't have a lot of time. When you name something, do you increase or decrease the potential of value of it or the perception of value of it? Increase. I could just say everything I've said, but by me calling it the law of the war chest, it has a greater perception of value. I gave you something else, the 15 accomplishments that qualify you to be a money-making, life-changing expert. Name the things that you create. Name the things that you create. Make them a list, right? I have something called How Tom Hanks Taught Me to Sell. True story. Here's what you got to know about Tom Hanks. If you want Tom Hanks to be in a film, you don't call up Tom Hanks and say, hey, Tom, we're holding auditions. We'd love for you to come down, read a few lines, see how you do. If you want Tom Hanks, you stick a blank check in a manila folder, you send it off to his agent with a little note that says, if Tom will grace us with his presence at our next film, we'll allow him to write in whatever amount he feels is fair in the check, and we look forward to hearing back from you. That's what you do if you want Tom Hanks. Why? Tom Hanks has a track record. You know what you get when you get Tom Hanks, right? He's won all of the awards. He's made all the theaters movies. You've seen him in so many roles, right? My goal for you is that you get to be so good, you never have to audition again. I want you to be so good, you never have to audition again. I want you to be just like Tom Hanks. Now, I could have told you all of that, but instead I'm telling you it with how Tom Hanks taught me to sell. Does that get people's attention? Is it more attention getting than not having anything? Okay? Do you see the presentation under the presentation? Are you learning while you're learning? Who here is also slightly entertained? Okay, good. Slightly. I like that thing you got wrapped around you. Okay. Would you like to be an almost volunteer? No, just stay right there. You don't have to move or anything. You don't have to move or anything. You're just going to play along with David. We're just going to play along with David for a second. What's your name? Angie. Angie, if I came and I gave you a brown paper sack, and I said, hey, Angie, I got something for you, and I gave you this brown paper sack, you'd probably be like, well, that seems nice. Maybe he packed me a lunch. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? It's a brown paper sack. But how much more excited would you be if I gave you a Tiffany box? Here's what you need to know. Tiffany's has never really had a sale. Not like we're going out of business or a holiday. They don't do sales. Empty boxes, empty Tiffany boxes, literally sell on eBay. If you go into Tiffany's, you can actually purchase an empty box. They start out at $75. Here's what you need to know. The packaging matters. The packaging what? Matters. Listen very closely. Most of you are just walking around in a brown paper bag. What I do is I put you in a Tiffany box. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big box. There, you know, we customize the box. We customize the box. But we're all about a fans first philosophy. If you want more fans, write this down. Give, serve, share. You want more fans? Give, serve, share. Now you got to do it strategically. That's where most people mess up. But you want more fans? Give, serve, share. Fan is short for fanatic, which totally makes sense when you understand its definition as one who's marked by excessive enthusiasm for an intense devotion or a cause or an idea. Who here wants more fans? Anybody here not want more fans? Okay, so we all want more fans. I'm giving you guys the blueprint here. Winston Churchill, fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. Right? This is great. This is what we want. This is what we want. Lots of fans, lots of fans. I actually have an attraction and enrollment self-assessment. You can actually score yourself, you can take it, you'll learn all the things about it. Who here would like to have that? Who here wants to see what that is? About half of you. The rest of you guys, you've tricked me way too many times, David. I know. I want to see if you want it. Guys, seriously, don't ever give anything out that people don't value. I always bring less than what there are people there. And I don't show things that don't have value to people. I have a lot of things I can show. I always have more that I can show than I have time to show it in. Who here gets the presentation under the presentation? Am I creating a perception of value by that? Absolutely. Most of you guys give too much. Raise your hand if you embarrassingly think that's true. You're just giving too much. You give them so much of the answers, you give them so much help, either A, they don't need you, or B, they got to go think about it. Who here's had somebody say, I got to go think about it? I got to go think about it. You gave them too much. You need to create enough of a perception of value, but leave them wanting more. And the key is not just the more, but to leave them wanting. You got to create want. So that's why I'm not going to show you that. I'm just teasing. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of other things. This really isn't the most important thing. Get this, take a picture of this, look at this, whatever. It doesn't matter. What you should be getting is, how can I be doing this? What's my self-assessment test? What am I putting in my book? What are the exercises I'm creating? What am I doing to make things interactive? Make it what? Interactive. Very, very important. Who here's learning something? Who here likes what they're learning? Who here wants to stay here with me till midnight? We're not going to. We're not going to. Vanessa's over there like, David, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Vanessa, who am I to argue with these wonderful, beautiful people? Proof of concept is very important. We're going to go through that in a second. The day in the life of the talent is a really fun one. I want to do something else. I want to share with you guys one of my clients we're about ready to release a book for. And if you guys, since some of you guys have done books, you guys know that like doing a book's almost like therapy. You're giving yourself therapy. Who here's done the self-therapy, right? Well, it can even be more so true depending on what the topics are and how personal they are. But when you work with me, we put you on stages. When you work with me, we're getting you that influence and credibility and exposure. When you work with me, we're magnetizing those things. And I'm always wanting to celebrate people. And there's some great people here that you've already heard me, celebrate. But I want to have somebody come up here. Is there a handheld mic that I could give to somebody else? Is it that mic over there? That's the mic? Yeah. So Melissa Osario, come on up here. And I'm going to give you this mic. And don't clap yet. I'm going to tell you guys when to clap. But I asked Melissa, and I even challenged her to share something really personal. And I think very profound about her story. And she took that challenge. And so I'm going to give her just a couple minutes of my time, and we still have some time left, and Vanessa, we won't go over, to share a little bit about her book. And then I'm going to share with you some things that you might not know. On the count of 3, we're going to give Melissa a big round of applause. 1, 2, 3.
For most of my life, I had barely memories of my childhood. I only had small, little snippets of memory of the first 16 years of my life. Like many people, I assume I must have had a happy childhood. So it's really hard for me to explain how these snippets work. So is it okay if I demonstrate 3 of them of how I remember a day from when I was 8 years old? Is it okay if I demonstrate it for you? Yeah. Okay. I'm 8 years old and I'm riding the bicycle around the pool, the empty pool of my house. I am at the bottom of the pool. I feel blood dripping down my face. I'm looking at my hands. I'm in the emergency room. The doctors are taking x-rays of me and I hear them say, they don't know how I'm alive. 2 years ago, I flew down to Costa Rica and I drank a substance called ayahuasca. And I was able to actually remember what happened to me that day when I was 8 years old. Now raise your hand if you've heard of ayahuasca. All right, quite a few of you. All right, so ayahuasca is a plant medicine. It's a psychedelic compound that has been used around the world for millennia for therapeutic purposes. And it's said that ayahuasca helps because it decreases the fear center of the brain and it increases the connection between the rational brain and your memory center. So I will show you what happened when I was 8 years old. I'm riding my bicycle around the empty pool of my house and all of a sudden I have a thought. What if I don't stop? So I don't. I ride full speed towards the edge of the pool. I jump off my bike and I land on the deep end with the left side of my face. I'm at the bottom of the pool and I feel the blood dripping down my face onto my skin. I'm looking at my hands and they're not even scratched. My parents take me to the hospital that afternoon and the doctors take countless x-rays of me and I hear them say they don't know how I'm alive. They said the angels held her. Still, they kept me for observation. I had no skin left on the left side of my face. So they wrapped me like a mummy that day. I'm laying that evening in the hospital bed and I'm hysterical inside. I want to scream, but I don't. Instead, I cry quietly. And I only have one repeated thought. No one is going to believe me. No one is going to believe me. 90% of children who are living through extreme abuse circumstances never tell anyone what they're going through. So that day, 2 years ago, almost to the day in Costa Rica, I realized that I needed to go in a deep exploration of my psyche, of my past, of my heart. And the months and years that followed, I was able to realize that my brain had protected me. It had hid from me 12 years, almost 13 years of extreme abuse from my conscious awareness. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, if you can relate, if my brain hid trauma and difficulties from my conscious awareness, you might be wondering, could my brain have hidden something from me as well? Or maybe you're just wondering, how is this even possible? I mean, raise your hand if this is a little bit shocking. I mean, if you kind of knew that the brain could hide, but 12 years is still a little bit like, wow, that's a long time. So I get it. That was my first question. I was the first shocked person in the room. I asked myself, how is this even possible? And then 1,000 other questions came. So I actually went on a quest for healing, knowledge, and understanding that took me to many corners of the world. It introduced me to many different healing modalities. I was able to learn how differently the brain stores traumatic memories versus regular memories, and how and why psychedelics were actually able to help me. And then it hit me that I'm not that special. I'm not that unique. I'm not the only person this has happened to. There is millions of people right now that have gone through similar, are going through similar circumstances. They're living in the fog because of trauma that their brain hid from them, but they're still living with the consequences of it. So I decided to unwrap my face from those bandages that were placed upon me when I was a little girl, and to tell my story. Because I know somewhere there's an 8-year-old little girl that's wondering if life is worth living. And I want her to know that it is. Or there is an adult woman or an adult man who's living a life of depression, disconnection, addiction, on prescription drugs, and they're wondering why. And I wanted to provide the tools and tips so they can transform their lives. So that's how my book, Hidden Memories, Discover What's Blocking You from Life and Love, was born. It's more than just a story. It serves as a guide for people. It's a mirror reflecting back to the reader, their own life, so they can ask better questions. And it will be an alarm bell for some people that need to wake up into a different and often more complex reality. So I'm just excited to be here with David and sharing about it with you.
Yeah, thank you. For those of you who would like to be notified when her first version of her book releases, which is in the next 24 hours, we're going to give you a phone number that you can text memories to. Memories. Am I throwing anybody off by the spelling of memories? It's a risky thing. We want to keep it simple. Go ahead and give them the phone number that they should text memories to if you want to be sent the link to her book.
And I must add that we're doing it in a special way. So in the next 24 hours or when it releases, then whoever texts that number, that you will get a link that is a special link at a discounted price.
Correct.
And the phone number for that is 843-696-9249. So 843-696-9249.
All right, thank you. Big round of applause. Thank you. Jumping down. Is that good or great? Great. Who here's curious? Yeah. So, good copywriting, good messaging, two major things to it. One, it creates curiosity. Two, it creates value. If you can do both, even better. Just think about that. When you're creating a subject line, when you're creating a book title, when you're creating a slogan, when you're creating things, when you're writing things, if it gives too much of the answer, even if people don't really know what it is, if they think they know what it is, they stop. They do what? Stop. We don't want them to stop, right? So we do need to keep a certain amount of curiosity. So think about that. But beyond all these marketing things that I'm telling you, this really isn't a book for Melissa. It's her life story. How many people feel about that way about their book? It's not really a book, it's like my life story. It's my life's work, David. Who here has a book that's like their life's work? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's different when it's your life's work. You know, it's very meaningful, it's very sincere. You know, and many times when we get into that, we have to let go of other things. Okay, we don't have a lot of time left. I'm going to move quickly. This is something we use when helping determine whether or not somebody's ready for us, right? We are not the most expensive around, but we're definitely not the cheapest either. You know, people spend thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to work with us. Our annual program, which I am not selling to you right now. Am I selling anything to you right now? Say no. I'm not selling anything. It's 6 figures. You know, it's a $100,000 program, but one of the very first things we want to figure out, and there's more than one thing that kind of qualifies you, but this is a big one. Do you have proof of concept? Do you have a working business model? Okay? And this is good for you to figure out sometimes how much of an investment you want to make in helping people. I know there's a lot of people here that are helping other people in their business and their lives, things like that. So 1, do you have a product or service to sell? Raise your hand if you do. Who here has a product or service? Oh, wow, okay, a lot of people. Okay, 2, is the product or service you're selling generating a profit? A real profit, guys. Real profit? Okay. 3, are the customers you're selling your profitable products and services to so happy with them that they're referring you more business and giving you testimonials? Raise your hand. Okay, then you have proof of concept. Okay. Now, some people come to me with proof of concept in one company, but what they're going to do with us is an entirely different company. As long as you've done it before, if you're struggling for years and years and years to put this together, we need to have other conversations first. But once you really have something to sell that people love and they're referring people to it, that's when we can really start to accelerate the process. Was this helpful to anybody? And by the way, this isn't a loaded question. I mean, is this helpful to people? Absolutely. Helpful? Okay, good. The day in the life of the talent. Over here, I'm talented. Ouch, this is hard. It's working now. Wow, I messed up. I figured it out. I think I'm going to go bankrupt. They said I'm talented. Where did everyone go? Oh, I got this now. How am I only breaking even? Hey, it worked. I'll do more of that. Who here can relate to that? So this is one of the shows I guest co-host. It used to be The Hollywood Entrepreneur. Now sometimes I'll help out on a show called New to the Street. There's several different shows that we do in several different studios. This is probably the biggest one. This is the NASDAQ studio in New York City, Times Square. This is journalist Jane King. This is one of my clients, Mark Kohler. This is us in one of the stages. You know, I want you to visualize yourself. Can you see yourself on these kinds of stages? Can you see yourself doing these kinds of things? It might sound funny to some. Other people are like, David, way ahead of you. I already see myself on these shows. I already see myself speaking to an audience of 10,000, right? But I just want to show you some of these. This is Frank Song. He manages about $100 million in investments. This is me and Jane King there. This is a same studio. They have 2 different studio sets. This is a different studio set. Jim Poole, I showed you him before, of Newcom. Hey, who's that? Isabel Donadio. She's even wearing the same shirt. Look at that. There's Isabel breaking it down. This is one of our clients, Dr. Sofer. We just released a book for him called Prescription Strength. This book right here. I'm showing you these things. This is the billboard in New York City, Times Square. We do a lot of marketing shoots, photo shoots. Another client, there's his event right there, New York City, Times Square. We've done things at USA Today. Some of you guys know Angela. Some of you guys know some of the different people here. Moss, Richard Kay there in the background. We'll go into USA Today. We'll do interviews there. There's Karen Komba again, who you guys saw here earlier. Lots of people in here. Who here thinks this might raise your influence? Who here thinks this might give you some more credibility? Right? Who here likes the idea of more exposure? This is the kind of thing we do with clients. I'm just giving you an idea. We're just kind of go fast with this. Getting on TV really comes down to these 3 things. Most people don't understand this. TV is not really important. The best TV is not an ad for you. If you want an ad, or it feels like an ad, they're going to send you to the ad department. If you want to be a part of the news, game changer. So what we're trying to do is make sure you and your topics are newsworthy and that you're fascinating and you have an expert status. You could be newsworthy and have an expert status, but then you're boring. You can be newsworthy and fascinating, but you're not ready. You're not an expert. You can be fascinating and have an expert status, but it's not really news. When we line up those three things, that's when we put all the odds in your favor. Okay? So these are just the little things that we're helping our clients do. I'm always doing pitches to the media. I used to do a lot more. But one of my pitches to the media was about entrepreneur education. And here's what you need to know. Here's a great strategy for getting featured in mainstream media. Approach it with controversy. So here's the step. Write this down. 1, what's a belief that you have? What's a belief you have you're passionate about? By the way, this is like advanced publicity 404 right here. What's a belief you have? 2, I'm going to get you the next one, don't worry. 2, what's the most controversial way to say that belief? So one of my beliefs is college isn't for everyone. David, that's okay. By the way, how many people agree that college isn't for everyone? Okay. Doesn't mean I'm anti-college, doesn't mean I'm anti-education. I'm just saying college isn't for everyone. Nothing controversial about that. What I pitched the media with was, I refuse to pay for my kids' college education. I haven't saved 1 penny for my kids' college. I'm sending them pictures of me in my California home, me in my sailboat. Haven't saved 1 penny for my kids' college education, right? So Fox News said, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of interesting, right? Will you tell us more? I met with the producers. I talked to them. And they said, yeah, we'd love to have you on. So I got an idea. I said, well, I've done all these different guerrilla marketing books. Guerrilla just means the unconventional way of reaching a conventional goal. So I said, I'm going to create a guerrilla parenting book. And I said, hey, if I give you a book cover, will you put it up on the screen? They said, yes. Send it over. We'll take a look. So a couple days later, Fox and Friends put up a book, Guerrilla Parenting, How to Raise an Entrepreneur. That book was a bestseller that day in pre-orders. I hadn't written 1 page of the book yet. Not 1 page. There's me with Eric back when he was on the network, and me having a little bit more hair and facial hair. That's on What's Happening Now. That's me with Neil Cavuto. That's me on What's Happening Now. By the way, I gave them all these lines. This right here, father of 8, not saving a penny for his kids, I gave them all those lines. I told them exactly, they put up exactly what I said to them. I pitched them with that. The 5, this is actually the Today Show in Sydney, Australia. We just did Good Morning America, not Good Morning, Good Morning Kenya in Kenya. They have ABC there. We've done all these shows. I do summer camps for teens, just all kinds of new stuff here. What am I showing you right now? It's possible. What am I showing you right now? It's not what you know. Maybe it's who you know, but it's really who knows you, right? Is this all coming together for you? This was our last Kenya keynote tour. This is the group of people that we took, these people right here. A bunch of other people have come with us before to Kenya. This was just our last group. We usually go out there for about 10 to 11 days. These people pay money. They invest money to go out there. We don't make any money. They don't make any money. We don't make any money. They pay money to come on this trip with me. I put them all over the news, press conferences, media. I put them in front of audiences, 2,000, 3,000 university kids. Who here would like to see a video real quick of that? Yeah. We're cutting it close, but we're going to be okay. I'm going to show you a video here. I was going to ask you, would you rather see the video featuring me or featuring Isabel, but I already know you'd rather see it one featuring Isabel.
My name is Isabel Donadio, owner of Top Talent Agency, and I am here on my 3rd trip of the Kenya Keynote Tour. We've just concluded our 3rd trip here with a wonderful group of individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, public speakers, and life changers. We have sponsored new students, adopted, we've taken in, and we have supported well over 100 individual students at these colleges, universities, and high schools to help them with their boarding school, help them with their book costs, their uniforms, so they have everything that they need to prepare so that when they get to these schools and their classes, they don't have anything to worry about. Along the journey, we've also had powerful conversations with governors, first ladies, to have impactful, meaningful relationships and conversations that will impact not only our long-term relationships here in Kenya, but for all of the people here. Kenya has truly become a second home to me. The people here I love and care for deeply. So every time we return, it just does my heart so well. Fires that light within me to keep coming back, in which we will in February of 2024. Even though we're dead exhausted because we're giving so much, we wake up completely rejuvenated because we know that we're on a mission to change and impact lives, not just for the students here, but for the community and worldwide. We're seeing. My name is Isabel Donadio, owner.
So we're going to wrap up here pretty soon. That was the timer that just went off there. We've got other videos, but look, we book people to speak at the London Science Museum. You know, we book people to speak, you know, all over the world, financial summits in places like Bangladesh. It's not always about money, but it is about making an impact. And just like being controversial is a great way to get in the news and media, making an impact, giving back is a great way to be in the news and media. So not only do we help speakers, authors, and experts, we specialize in heart-centered speakers, authors, and experts. There are some people that have not been a good fit for us, and we just let them know, hey, look, you're not a good fit for us. We want you to care about money, but where we can really help you, where we have the most opportunities, is people that also want to give back. Who here thinks there's somebody that wants to give back as well? Great, doesn't surprise me at all. I'm going to show you one last screen that you can take a picture of, and I'm going to turn it back over to Vanessa. And I want to tell you guys something here. You know, a big part of what you guys are missing has to do with being stuck in the same groups. What you have to know psychologically is when somebody meets you, they assign you like a number, 1 to 10, right? Just subconsciously or consciously, like what they think you can do for them. What you need to know is once they assign that number, it's almost impossible to change, right? That's why who's the hardest to impress? Friends and family, right? It's almost impossible. Sometimes you need to go to new places and show up as the success you are now versus the success you used to be. What we do is we get you out of the local groups and into the national, international groups, stages, and media so that you can be introduced as the success you are now, not how everybody remembers you 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So I've got a couple free gifts for you. Just take a picture of this. This is the ebook of Word Genius. This is the ebook for this. This is a free event where you guys can, it's just a joint venture event, mastermind, very similar to this, a lot of networking. You can go to toptalentjv.com, just put in there, you know, Vanessa or Robert, you know, who referred you. You can come to this for free. If you want to book a time to speak with me about representing you, managing you, publishing you, promoting you, publicizing you, we have stages right now. We have people we're supposed to be nominating for awards at different organizations. We have red carpet galas coming up. We have other trips to Kenya coming up. We've got documentaries. Melissa just had a documentary that was greenlit by Bloomberg as a Bloomberg original about plant medicine. We have more opportunities than we have people right now. So we're constantly scouting. We're constantly looking for new people. If you think you're ready to go to the next level or you want to talk about what it is you're doing, and it's okay if you're just getting started. We have some very basic entry-level programs as well. You can just start right there. Thank you. You guys have been amazing.
Once again, put your hands together for David Fagan. All right, you guys, we are going to take a quick 5-minute bio while we get the next speaker ready, and then we will close this thing out.
Yes, please don't go far. Stay close so we can get you all out of here around 5-ish. All right, so just 5 minutes, stretch your legs. Don't go anywhere, everyone.
About 6 countries. I'm opening number 7, which is Fiji, this month, or in April. Can I leave this with you? I would like to.
Testing, testing. Check one, check two. Testing, testing, testing. My mic sounds nice. Check one. Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 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 and
It is starting to come through.
it's Saturday, Saturday,
There we go.
Saturday,
Any feedback?
Saturday.
anything right now.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can we start getting everyone back to their seats, please? We would love. Okay.
So I'm not going to do a lot of talking about anything because we're probably not going to have a lot of time. But I'll just say, connect with Phyllis. You can get all your, with Noel, you can get all your tech in one from your CRM, your funnels, to your landing pages, whatever. You're introducing Catrice. I'm just going to do the alphas and then I'll hand you the mic.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, can we get everyone to their seats, please? So we can bring on our next amazing speaker. All right.
Yeah, I'm doing that first.
Oh, the video went to sleep. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We are nearing the end of our day here. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for still being here. Give yourself a big hand. But with that said, before we get on to our final, but not least speaker here, I would love to ask all my alphas to join me here on stage. All my alphas, the Achieve Alpha leaders, come on. Come up here. Woohoo! Yeah. And everyone standing in the back there, just, come closer. We love you all. So, I am so fortunate to have this amazing team, Rob and I, both. We are so fortunate to have this fabulous, amazing team. Is everybody on? Can we see everyone? Move over. Scoot. Where's Charlie? Charlie. Awesome. There we go. So these are our alpha leaders. These are the people in Achieve that are here to support you. Yes. They each are very special in their own way. They each have a specialty. We chose them for that reason. They're here to support you in different areas. I hope you get a chance to speak to each and every one of them because they are here to answer your questions, help you grow, and build your business, which is what Achieve is all about. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you. Quick photo. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much. I love you all endlessly. All right. One more speaker. I'm going to have Bobby. Let's give Bobby a hand. He's been keeping us going all day, and he's also going to keep us going by bringing on our next amazing speaker before we all and there's going to be a prize giving just after that. They've got lots of great prizes. So you're all in the room, you're in the running.
Okay. You know, I had to really think about what voice I was going to use for Catrice because she's got a lot of energy. And I also have to pick a voice that, you know, everybody's going to understand. Because if I go up here with an Irish accent, half of you might not understand what I'm saying, right? Anyway, so this is what I decided to go with. Dr. Catrice Austin, the Queen of Smiles, is an award-winning celebrity cosmetic dentist, best-selling author, and international speaker. Her expertise and influence have been recognized by several prestigious organizations. Dr. Austin has shared her oral care tips as a brand spokesperson and on national TV shows. This year, she launched her celebrity branding agency to help entrepreneurs launch their books, create their podcasts, as well as get noticed and booked by the media and prospective clients. Her goal is to help entrepreneurs stand out from their competition, attract the right clients, become well known in their industry, and monetize their brands with her 5 key strategies known as the Fame Formula. Please put your hands together for Dr. Catrice Austin.
Thank you.
Next guest is here to help us get our pearly whites on.
New York City's top celebrity dentist. She's transformed smiles for singles, business people, superstars, celebrities.
Dr. Catrice Austin is here to show us how those
Look out. It's called 5 Steps to the Hollywood A-List Smile.
Never ever underestimate the power of a smile.
Dr. Catrice Austin,
Celebrity cosmetic dentist and Colgate spokesperson.
I've been doing this for about 15 years, and when it comes to smile makeovers, I am the master. Oh, I love it.
You gotta take care of your grill.
You have to. Your smile is one of the first things that people will notice about you, so
Cardi invested in a new smile, courtesy of celebrity dentist Dr. Catrice Austin.
and she is the owner of VIP Smiles. She's an author of many books.
In my book, I talk about some at-home remedies that you can use. 2 powerful things, electric toothbrush and a water pick.
You have a new book, The Ultimate Guide to Improving Your Image with Your Greatest Asset, Your Smile.
She's my dentist right here.
Dr. Austin, what's up, everybody?
I'm sitting right here with Dr. Austin. She puts it down, hip-hop style.
Which Cardi raps about on her latest hit, spitting.
Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap.
Come get your Smile VIP. Dr. Austin, Drink Champs, co-signing fully.
you can go to my website, which is the Queen of... Oh, technology! Yay! Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Vanessa, Robert, everyone here for coming out and hanging in there. Hey, listen, I heard this man speak about 10 years ago at the Icon Conference. I am a fan. Love you. Thank you so much. All right, so listen, guys. We're going to talk about the FAME formula. This is my system that I've used over the last 25 years to build a well-known brand. I'm going to teach you the 5 strategies that has gotten me to that point. Now, a lot of times when I talk about celebrity, people instantly think about fame, Halle Berry, Tom Hanks, and all of that stuff. But listen, the true definition of celebrity is simply the state of being well known. And if you have a product or service, are you building that product or service to be unknown? No. I say that every entrepreneur should be a celebrity entrepreneur, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, everyone should be striving to have a brand that is a well-known name, a recognizable symbol, a system that you've created. You want to distinguish yourself from your competition. And this has been said all today. It's not about you, it's about who? Your customer. All right, so we're going to talk about the things that you need to do to set the foundation. Number 1, you need to identify your target audience. And I say that you need to niche it down, and I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the pain points and identifying that, the challenges, and at the end of the day, you need to recognize the transformation that you can offer with your product and service, and then you can create an offer that will make them say yes. All right. Now, if you are lacking some of these things, it may be time to rebrand, and that's okay. If you're established, you've been in business for a while, your brand is not working for you, you've had the same look, it's okay to make a change. It really is, because some of the greatest brands on earth have rebranded. Dunkin' Donuts is no longer Dunkin' Donuts. What are they? It's just call us Dunkin' is their new tagline. Twitter is now... Okay, Pepsi has changed the logo how many times? I don't know. And Starbucks just did a rebrand not too long ago. So we're going to get into strategy number 1, which is identifying your target audience, getting down to that niche, coming down with your message, and making that irresistible offer. Now, the main goal with doing all of this and establishing a credible celebrity brand is that you get to charge premium prices. David just talked about, do you want to be the Target of your industry, or do you want to be a Tiffany or a Louis Vuitton? They never go on sale. People will pay thousands of dollars to get that brand. And when you are an authority, you have that credibility, they will do the same for your business. Number 2, when you have that authority, that credibility, that celebrity, you have the perception of good quality. Number 3, you're going to build that client loyalty, and you are going to crush your competition. Who wants to crush your competition? Yes. What I want to happen for all of you guys is to be on the list. When someone says chiropractor, someone says coach, dentist, physician, I want your name to be on that list. Now, on May 16th of this year, I found out I was on the list. There's a healthcare magazine called Becker's Healthcare. They did a little test. They asked ChatGPT, who are the top 5 dentists, well-known dentists in the United States? And number 1, we got Dr. Bill Dorfman. He was on Extreme Makeover. Number 2, Dr. Michael Appa. He's one of my competitors in New York City. He goes between New York, LA, Dubai. He's all that. Dr. Mark Byrne is a specialist in sleep dentistry. He created the website Ask the Dentist. Number 4 is who? Dr. Catrice Austin. Yes. Cosmetic dentist that has been featured in many magazines, Essence, Ebony. She is the author of several books on dental health. And Dr. Jonathan Levine. Will your name be on the list if ChatGPT was asked? We want to get you there. All right, so discovering your target audience. When you're thinking about niching down, there's some questions that you should look at. Is your customer base going to be a high customer value base? Because you can see, I can do fillings and cavities all day long, or I can do what I'm doing now. I gave that stuff up probably like 10 years ago. I do two things, teeth whitening and porcelain veneers. What are porcelain veneers? What all the celebrities have, thin shells of porcelain that go right over the front of your teeth. In New York City, they run from $2,000 to $4,000 per tooth. Yes, so I am doing that because I want to work smarter and not harder, and I love helping people look good. What's the level of their pain? Do they have a lot of problems to solve for you guys? If so, that's a good niche. Is that product or service in high demand? If yes, that's a great niche. A large variety of your service. If you can offer a large variety, that's great. Low competition, yes, we want that. And is there potential for industry growth? Number two, the thing that I want you to do is look at your competition. I do what's called, and many of you hopefully have done this, and if you haven't, it's called a SWOT analysis. SWOT meaning strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You need to look at your SWOT and see where you are, compare it to your competition so that you can see where there's room for you to get in. How many people know who their competitors are, their top 5 competitors? Great. How many people have done a SWOT analysis? Okay, great. How often do you do that? Because as you're changing, they're changing too. So are you doing it on a regular basis? If not, make sure you're doing it at least quarterly. Discovering your patient or your client's pain points. Now, pain points can come in a variety of ways. There can be financial pain points. Are you addressing those? For me in dentistry, I just told you a smile makeover can be $40,000. A lot of people just don't have that for a smile makeover. So I've got to think about how I can address those pain points of financing. So I offer payment plans. You can clear almost everything. So we have financing opportunities. Some dentists offer internal payment plans. I don't do that. There's productivity and performance pain points. There are process pain points. Maybe you just don't know what to do. I just created, because of that in dentistry, you'd be surprised how many people don't know the basics of oral hygiene, brushing, flossing, rinsing, what tools do you use, what products do these are questions that I get all the time. So I created a 7-day Healthy Smile Workout Challenge. October is National Dental Hygiene Month, and I said, you know what? I need to teach children age 12 and above the proper way to brush. So we created and floss in the regimen. So I created a challenge to address their process pain points. Self-esteem, now I really get that. That's one of the biggest things for my industry with confidence. A lot of people want smile makeovers because they don't feel confident about their smiles. They stay up. The letters and things that I get and people that confide in me, they don't feel confident. They hide behind their smiles. They don't smile at all. So I have to address that thing. I became a dentist because I did not feel confident about my smile. When I was growing up, my teeth were flared out. I had multiple spaces, and I got called all kinds of names, Bugs Bunny, you name it, and that really affected my self-esteem. When I got to high school, that pivotal time in my life where my mom knew that having a beautiful smile and having that confidence mattered, she invested in the braces that I always wanted. And baby, when those braces came off, woo, you cannot tell me I was not Beyonce. I was dancing all over the place. Man, got my first boyfriend. Hey, Scott Newman, hello, hello. I joined the dance squad. Oh yeah, baby. And he was like that guy, that sports, that guy that all the girls wanted, that was mine. And there's also support pain points. So you have to identify the categories of pain and address each one. How do you discover that? Hey, in your business, they're talking to your staff members when they're not talking to you, particularly in the dental office. When I leave the room, they will tell my dental assistant everything. So you can talk to your staff members. The letters that they write, the emails. When I read an email, I'm listening into their story, but I'm looking for those pain points, and I literally keep a list of pain points so that when I'm marketing or I'm on social media, I know exactly what kind of content to create because this is what they're telling me. They're telling me their pain. I don't have to guess it. They're telling me. Frequently asked questions, address those. Those are things that when you keep getting the same questions every single day, that must be a pain point. If you're on Facebook, then go to those forums and any other forums that you can find where there's discussions, look for the pain. And once you know the pain point, the challenges, what's stopping them, then you can do what's called transformational marketing because this is all about your client and how your product or service can transform them. And once you have that, you can then create the ideal offer. When you are marketing on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you market, Google, you should have a hot title name. It could be the best damn dental checkup and cleaning in Denver, Colorado. What are the features? Emily said 7-point oral health exam, x-rays, whatever that is, x-rays, teeth cleaning. What are the benefits of this offer? Hey, for new patients, $99, flat fee. Always create some urgency. This is only for 1 week, 1 day, whatever you want to create as urgency, create that urgency that they don't have a month to take advantage of this offer. They gotta act now. Always try to throw in a bonus. So for my cleaning hot title offer, it could be, hey, if you sign up in the next 24 hours, I'll throw in a teeth whitening kit valued at $150. Would you want to you're paying $99, but you're getting something that's valued at $150. Always throw in a bonus that makes them say this is too good to be true, but it's not. Guarantee, offer some type of guarantee. In dentistry, 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you want to give money back guarantee, give them some assurance that you're going to stand by your product or service, and then give them a call to action. You should be giving call to actions every single day. In my Instagram, and we're going to talk about that, that's strategy number 3, I'm constantly putting my ebooks in my IG stories. I'm constantly giving them something free so that they'll want to actually come back to my page because they know that there's something free, there's something for them to do every single time that they come back. So I challenge you guys for strategy 1 to take action, develop or audit your existing brand identity, come up with your hot title offers, come up with your messaging, realize who your niche target audience is. I want to see some results there, okay? All right, strategy number 2 of the FAME formula is maximizing and monetizing your social media. How many people love social media? Are you on it? Okay, you guys are not embracing social media. Okay, I think I know why. Let's talk about social media and the definition. Social media is our websites. Did you guys know that your website is a part of social media? Yes. Websites are applications, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that allow users, you, to create and share content. Create and share content. Are you guys doing that? Okay, great. So that people can social network. What is social networking? The use of dedicated websites or apps to interact with them so that you can find a common interest. So if you're not on social media, social networking, you're missing the mark. So I'm going to go over some of the big mistakes of why you guys might not really enjoy social media. Number 1, you didn't do your homework from strategy 1. You don't know who your audience is. You're just randomly posting. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know what your messaging is. You don't know nothing. You're just on there like, I don't know. We want to change that. Do strategy number 1. You'll know who exactly you're talking to, the kind of content you should be posting, and you're going to see great results. Mistake number 2, again, you have no objective. You don't know why you're on social media. You don't know what stats you should be measuring, and that is a problem. Some of the top objectives why people would be on social media is that you want to grow a brand. Are you guys here because you want to grow your brands? Yeah. All right. Well, Your social media goal is going to be to raise awareness. And you're going to know if you're doing a good job with their content because you're going to get more likes, follows, and shares. So that's the metric that you should be using. How many want to turn your customers into your biggest advocates? You want them to share your content. Yes, so you have to engage with them. So you want to make sure that you're measuring, again, comments, likes, and mentions. There is a little place if you're on Instagram, and I don't know exactly where it is on Facebook, but find your Instagram and Facebook insights. This is the area that you should be checking on a daily or weekly basis to see what kind of content is getting those metrics. If your posts, your reels, your static posts, your stories are not really getting the likes and shares, then you don't want to continue to post the same thing. You're going to need to pivot. Who knows what's the #1 way to grow your brand? What kind of content does Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, all these people want? What do they want? Exactly, exactly. You create engaging reels, you're going to be in good shape. So brand awareness is the #1 reason why people, in the objective, why people are on social media. 90% of the people and 90% of the time, it's about brand awareness. The second top objective is to maintain their brand reputation. You can manage that very well on social media. Mistake #3, choosing the wrong channel. Hey, maybe your target audience is you want to do B2B, but you're on Instagram. That doesn't go together. You're on TikTok. That's the wrong channel. So once you know your objective and who your target audience is, you'll now know what channel you should be on. You don't need to be on every channel because your audience is probably not on every channel. Find out what your objective is and find the right channel, and you're going to be in great shape. You're so worried about going viral that you're not posting content that is serving your audience. You're just you're dancing all in the videos, you're breaking your neck, and that's not what your audience wants. We old. Are we old now? We are getting old here, okay? We don't need to be dancing. I do dance in my videos, though, sometimes. But you want to see me dance? I'll do it. Do we have an after party after this tonight? Okay, yes. I love to dance. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, you'll see me dancing a lot. She said I can dance? Oh, we can do a dance-off, Vanessa. You play some music and I'm dancing. Okay, bad community management. You get a response. They loved your post. You don't respond back. Oh my God, you lost them. You're not checking your DMs on a regular basis. You're not reading the comments. You're not responding back. Hey, I think I want whiter teeth. That was a great video you did. I say nothing, they're gone. On to the next dentist. So make sure when they comment, turn on your notifications so you know when people comment so that you can respond as quickly as possible. You don't post enough. You said you're not on Instagram. Well, Instagram noticed and they didn't like it. The little thing called the algorithm really tests to see how often you're posting. And if you're not posting, they're not going to, when you do decide you want to get on after 2 months, guess where your posts are going to be? All the way down to the bottom. They want to show the latest and the greatest content. They want your followers to see something new. Every time they log back on, they want to see something new for you. So make sure that you're posting, Gary Vee, I think he says like 18 times a day. But, that could be a picture. It could be a quote. It could be an Instagram story. It can be resharing somebody else's content. That counts. It actually does. You can remix someone else's video, do a reaction to what you saw. That counts. So you don't always have to be the content creator. You can share, and it counts as content for you. I do a lot of responses. Have you guys seen these like big old chiclet Instagram teeth that all these people are getting? They're like going all over the place, getting these basement veneers and stuff. Everybody now knows that I'm the dentist that's gonna talk about it. I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna make well, I try not to make fun of it, but I'm going to bring it, I'm going to raise awareness that this is not what good cosmetic dentistry is. React to some of the things that you see in your industry. Show them a behind the scene process of you doing what you do best. They are nosy. They want to be all in your business. Give them a little taste of what happens behind the scenes. Your potential audience don't know why they should even follow you. They're scrolling down, they saw you at a conference, you told them to go there, but they don't know why to follow you. So I want to show you, this is my Instagram page, 65.1 thousand followers. You want to, I earned my verification because of my media and stuff about 5 years ago, but now you can get Meta verified. You can pay to get your verification. People are looking for that now. That's going to add credibility. Your picture. I know you love your pets and your kids, but if you're an entrepreneur, you're a brand, I want to see you showing up as the professional, the expert, or your brand logo. Try to have your username as close to your real name as possible. It should not be so difficult for them to find you. If you have to put an underscore, a number, a New York, or whatever, something very close, but it shouldn't, don't make them work hard to find you. You have your username, and then you have your display name. So you can get a little funky right here, but what they're searching for should be as close to your brand name as possible, and it should be consistent on all platforms. Same picture, same name, keep it consistent. Why should they follow you? I tell them right in line number 1. I can give you straight white teeth without braces in 2 to 4 weeks. Ooh, I want that. I stop to scroll. I actually tell them why to follow me. Follow me for live Q&As. I go live a couple times a week. Usually on Wednesdays, I call it Webinar Wednesday. They know they can connect with me live, ask their questions, shoot the shit, whatever. Sometimes we just kick it, but they know that they can reach me if they have a question. It's usually on Wednesdays, and a lot of times more. Follow me for live Q&As, tips and deals. I'm posting specials. I'm telling you there's free dental days across the country, Mission of Mercy. So I'm telling you guys tips that will be helpful. So I'm going to follow you, and I'm going to keep coming back because I know why I need to keep coming back. I don't want to miss a deal. I want to talk to Dr. Austin. I don't have to go to her office and pay her hundreds of dollars to talk to her and ask my question. And then lastly, your link in your bio is where the money resides. That link in your bio is one of the top ways that you can monetize your brand. And what can you have in that link? You can have the homepage of your website. You can have just a single landing page to a course or your book. You can have the free downloads. You can have a YouTube video or you in the news, a booking link for a consultation, a discovery call. I switch it up. Well, I have Linktree, so I have all of that in one little spot. But if you don't use an app like Linktree, which lists all your links in one spot, switch that baby up. We got to keep them guessing. We got to give them a reason to keep coming back. I want you guys to become social media moguls. You should literally be everywhere that your consumer consumes content. You should have blogs. You should have articles on LinkedIn. You should have your podcast. You can use SlideShare, the PDF and the PowerPoint presentations. Go to SlideShare. Save those as well. Every single month, and for me, every single week, I'm taking my content, I'm turning it into all forms of communication and blasting it out. And that is how you gain traction. So I challenge you guys to up your game, look at your social media pages. If you need help, you have plenty of it here. Strategy number 3, I believe that every entrepreneur should become an author. You have heard this all day long. There are a lot of authors here, but for those who have been thinking about it, I think you get the point now that you should become an author. It is one of the biggest things that you could do to boost your brand and your business right away. Creating a book now is easier than ever. You used to need a publisher. Everybody was trying to get a book deal, but we have Amazon and other platforms where you can self-publish your book, and it is easier than you think. Dr. Emily Letran has been writing a little bit more frequently than I have, but I am on book number 9 or 8. No, 8. I have 8 books now. I'm dropping number 9 and next month. Stop Diabetes Today, 5 Steps to the Hollywood A-List Smile, Porcelain Veneers Exposed, Get Smiled, How to Start Your Own Teeth Whitening Business, The Fame Formula, charcoal teeth whitening. Charcoal was a big thing a couple years ago and people had questions. I got to write the book about it. So wherever you see a hot news topic, something that's new in your industry, I want you guys to be writing those books. Be the first so that you are the authority. Think of your book as the new business card. When a client comes in, you meet someone in person, hand them the book. It's a small investment to get a big return. My book has helped me get on the Today Show, The White Stuff, Tricks for a Brighter Smile, Dr. Oz, Is Your Smile Aging You? This book can get you, because I'm an expert in teeth whitening, can get you into the top broadcast media spaces. It can take you all over the world. Dr. Emily Letran knows that, and other entrepreneurs that speak. It can get you on stages all across the world. 3 weeks before the pandemic, I was in Sydney, Australia, talking about the power of a smile. And you can monetize this, create a 6-figure business pretty easy if you're really dedicated. If you speak 2 times a month, the average new industry speaker might make about $2,500 per speaking engagement if they are offering a fee for your speaking. You speak 2 times a month, you're going to get the $60,000 per year. If you're at those speaking engagements, you sell 25 books. That's kind of achievable. You sell 50 books a month, you can make about $15,000 a year and come up with some type of high-ticket coaching course or some type of program. You can find yourself in the 6 figures very easily. We heard this breakthrough. A lot of times you guys don't write the book because you just don't envision yourself as the guy or the girl that can be an author. You tell yourself that it could take too long, oh, it's just time consuming. You have to break through those self-limiting thoughts. You have imposter syndrome. You just don't think it'll be good enough. Even if I write the book, nobody's gonna read it. No, we can break through those doubts and make the book happen. So I want you guys to finally write the book. You have tons of experts here, including me, that can help you write your book. Write the damn book. How do you do that? You can start brainstorming ideas. Think of the frequently asked questions. Think of the myths that you need to bust. Think of the challenges that they have. That's what your book is about. Yes, autobiographies are great, but for business, what are you doing? You're solving the problems. That's what your book is about. Go home, write down your 10 top frequently asked questions. Go home and think about the 10 myths that you need to bust, and bust those babies, answer those questions, and you will be on your way to a nice little book outline. The book that I'm doing, and I'm trying something different, the one that I'm releasing November 1st, I'm doing veneers versus clear aligners. I got a lot of people who have crooked teeth, and they hear about the veneers, but they hear about clear aligners. So guess what? I got to tell you, hey, what are the differences? Why would you go with veneers, or why would you go with clear aligners? You make the choice. All right, strategy number 4, David just nailed this. He nailed this really good. Getting in the media. How do you get on broadcast media? Now, there's marketing that a lot of people, you know about marketing, doing ads, but I say public relations is the way to go. Marketing, you gotta outmarket your competition. That means you're gonna be spending a lot of money on ads to get noticed. Why not come up with the concept, the pitch, and pitch to the media? You can do this yourself. Yes, you can hire a publicist. This is what I learned from Eddie Murphy's publicist. When I got my first celebrity client, my mom said, you know what? You got your first celebrity client, you need a publicist. I'm like, what's a publicist? The person that can get you in the news. I was at this conference and I met Eddie Murphy's publicist. Her name is Terry Williams. Here's the number, just call it. I'm like, okay. call Terry Williams and she says, oh, wow, I was 28 at the time. Oh, this is great. Black female dentist, 57th Street in New York City, celebrity clients. Oh, yeah, this is great. But I charge $50,000 a month in hire to my clients. So I may not be the right person for you. So you may find that publicity may cost a lot. Now, she's Eddie Murphy's publicist. In New York City, a publicist could cost $5,000 to $7,000 per month. And if you're new, that might not be in your budget. So I teach people how to do this yourself, and it's easy. The 4 things that you're going to need is the book is going to be nice. You saw David say, I used this book, didn't even have it written, get that book cover. I had a friend that did actually printed a book, pages were empty. He brought it on the show. Hey, they didn't know. I don't recommend that. Write the damn book, okay? Write your book. You saw the demo reel. Emily had one, I had one. David showed you some demo reels. Have your demo reel ready, and that's going to be an asset that they may ask for if you do a media pitch. You may need a press kit. That's like your resume that tells your accomplishments. David talked about that. And then you need to come up with an idea that will make them say yes. This is a second demo reel. Let me see if I can get this one to play. Maybe not. Yeah, see if you can get it to play. Show Dr. Austin with Dr. Oz, the 2 doctors. See what we got.
But there's more to just oral hygiene than that initial minty fresh breath. Why not create a routine that will work for you throughout the day?
It's one of the first things that people will notice about you, and it plays an amazing role in your confidence, your self-esteem, your image when it comes to networking, your job search, your dating life. It affects so many aspects of your life.
When I opened the doors of my own dental practice in 1998, I was going to package dentistry in such a way that it was cool and fun and even sexy. And I was going to do that by branding myself as the dentist to the stars. Oh yeah, the big old fake it till you make it was going to be in full effect. But like Coca-Cola, I wanted to be like the real thing. I might need a little help. Let me see. Okay, thank you. I'll just press the next slide.
But there's more to just...
There we go. Press kit. This is Dr. Lisa. You see the media that she's been featured on, speaking engagements, testimonials, books, and what their books are about, your logos, your photos. You could give some ideas of questions they should ask you so they don't have to think about it. There's anything you can do to make the journalist's job easy, put it in there. All right, so a media pitch. This is one that I did right before the pandemic. Cardi B, DJ Khaled, A$AP Rocky's dentist shares 3 insider secrets for whiter teeth. You give the problem, give some stats, give your tips, a call to action. I talked about some of the celebrities that have used some of the tactics that I talked about, Drake, a couple other people, and I am going to show you one more video, Vanessa. Let me see, I might need that one. I'm going to show you how that pitch came to life.
And so we're going to dive into some fun facts. In fact, 96% of adults believe an attractive smile makes you more appealing to the opposite sex.
Studies have shown if you have a whiter smile, you'll get a promotion easier.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll make more money with that confident smile.
Okay, so you're telling me my dating life's going to be better.
Yes.
I'm going to get a salary boost.
Yes, your entire life is going to be completely changed by whitening your teeth.
So benefits, benefits, benefits. I gave them all the stats. They didn't have to work. I made it so easy for them to book me because I gave them everything that they needed. You can do the same. I might need your help once again. Oh, you're getting your exercise today? Yes. So what I need you guys to do for your homework is to gather your assets. Get your Dropbox folders, get your Google Drives, start putting your pictures that may be media worthy all in one folder. Put your video content all in one folder. Nope, we've gotten, there we go. Make sure you have your bio updated. You have a recent headshot. If you guys haven't taken headshots and new photos, make sure you get that done as soon as possible. Any news articles, press that you've had in the past, put that all in a folder. Any TV clips, audio files, podcasts, you can use that along with B-roll. You can create, if you're just starting out, you can create a media roll, a demo video yourself. You can actually create if I was just starting and I came up with that concept with 3 insider secrets for whiter teeth and I had no TV coverage, shoot the video yourself. You create the content so that you can put it on your demo reel. So if you have no TV experience, create the reel and give them something to look at. They just want to make sure that you look good, you speak well, you're not going to totally bomb and freeze on camera. They just want to see that you can perform on television and in videos. Come up with timely hot topic ideas, any awards that you've had, and again, those canned questions that the media can ask you. There we go. All right, strategy number 5 is networking your way to fame. The one thing that got me my first celebrity client was an elevator pitch, your 30 to 60 second introduction of who you are and what you do and how you can transform your potential client. Dr. Catrice Austin, cosmetic dentist. I can give influencers, entrepreneurs, celebrities, straight white teeth without braces in 2 to 4 weeks, just like I did with celebrity Cardi B, always throwing something surprising that will catch their attention. All right, so how I got my first celebrity client. I'm in New York City, 1997. That's the heart of hip hop, that's the heart of comedy. The New York streets are popping. I'm in these streets, I just got to New York in 1996. I've been trapped in dental school and in college all my life. There's a world out there in New York, and darn it, I was out there in those streets. I used to hang out at P. Diddy's restaurant every Tuesday. He would turn his restaurant into a dance club. And all of the celebrities would be there, from Mariah Carey, Derek Jeter, you know, he knows everybody, so that was the spot. I would be there every Tuesday, and one day I see a musical legend by the name of Isaac Hayes. Shaft, shut your mouth. He was sitting down, having dinner with some colleagues, and I said, oh my God, there he is. My mom used to play his records all the time. I've got to go over there, but I'm scared. But then after an hour, I said, you know what? I may never see this man again. You only have sometimes one shot, so I'm going for it. So I go over there with my business card, give him that elevator pitch. Hey, Mr. Isaac Hayes, I'm so sorry to interrupt your dinner. I don't know if you have a dentist or if you're happy with the one that you have, but I would love to be your new dentist. He looked at me, looked at the card, and he said, young lady, you know that Isaac Hayes voice, young lady, I ain't never seen a dentist that looked like you. You want to sit down and have dinner with me? I sat down, had dinner with Isaac Hayes, and the rest is history. Having Isaac Hayes led me to call Terry Williams, who passed me on to a more affordable publicist. I got on all time. Yeah, wait, here's the thing. She didn't have a dentist. I needed publicity. What did we do? Bartered. So at that moment, I was able to get on multiple TV shows, print media, and that was the start of my celebrity brand. So when you see someone that is notable, I know it's scary. They're just people like us. Isaac has teeth, he has tartar, he has bad breath, I'm sure, rest his soul. But everybody needs a dentist. Everybody needs what you do, so don't be afraid. Make the approach. When you see that it's probably okay. Now, if somebody is in the toilet, that may not be the best time to do your elevator pitch, but find the opportunity, get in there, and make the pitch. Again, find out where the hot spots are in your city or where you're traveling to. In Denver, guess what? Elways, I heard, was the spot. Elways and the Ship Tavern. These are two places when I Googled, and you can literally do this. Google celebrity hotspots in whatever city, and usually when I did it for New York City where I live, they were spot on. I was like, yep, I go there, I go there. So when you're traveling and you want to be in the vicinity of people of influence, make sure you Google and find out where the hotspots are. If you are not a networker, you don't come to events like this, which has been amazing all weekend. If you want to network at home, you can. You can slide in those DMs. You can find out email addresses. You can definitely reach people online with the same elevator pitch, but I would suggest that you engage a lot with that person before you slide into the DMs, build that rapport, and I teach people how to do that as well. Think of the top 100 people, 50 people that you want to do business with, that you would love to have as your dream client, and just tackle it little by little. And if you really don't have time, assign one of your team members to do it, but do it. You can, sometimes the influential people have gatekeepers, so sometimes you got to go to, their managers, their publicists. And that's how I got rapper, actor Common. His manager was sitting at the pool one day, and I'm like, that's Common's manager. I'm going to go over there and say, hey. And we sat down and had a conversation by the pool, and maybe 3 weeks later, Common is in my chair. So building those relationships through their people. And lastly, events. I do a lot of celebrity events, especially if it's a charity and there's an opportunity to attend, to sponsor. That is Sherry Shepherd, now host of the Sherry Shepherd Show, holding my teeth whitening product, using my product. She actually did a video and sent it to me, user-generated content. One of my favorite was Kat Cora. When she came and we met, we were dancing together. We still talk to each other to this day. So find out again, if it's not at a hot spot, find out the events that they're gonna be at, donate gifts, be sponsors, and get that access. It's just all about access. I wanna challenge you guys to stop playing small and just start to play big. Anybody ready to play big here? You're tired of playing small? Let's do this. If you guys heard anything that resonated with you and you want to jump on a call, here is my QR code. It's right over here at my table as well. If any of these strategies you found that you could use help with, I have free downloads of each one of I have a whole book called The Fame Formula, but I give you a free chapter of each strategy. So if you feel like you need help with social media, go over there and download the chapter. Everything that I talked about here today is right over there. I have programs where you can learn at home all these strategies. I've spent hours creating videos you can learn on your own, or I have a new coaching program that I would love to share with anybody who just don't feel like they'll get the job done on their own. I have a program where I can do it for you and with you, come up with a blueprint and make sure you guys become the rock stars that you are. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing.
That's right, you guys. Put your hands together.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. We've got a couple more things. We're doing a giveaway before you go. And we've got just a little bit of extra time. Yes.
Well, everybody, how was that? Are you all going to go out there and be more courageous? Yes, thanks, Catrice. That was amazing. And please talk to Catrice. She will share all her tips and tricks with you. I have a question for you guys. This is an interesting one. Who in the room knows what Google was called before it was Google? No. No. What was it, Emily? Say again. Back rub. Back rub. Okay, so no one qualified for that prize. So I'm going to give you another opportunity because this is a good prize. Emily, do you maybe have a backup question or should I think of one? This is a good prize, you guys. You want to be in on this.
What's the most important part of your website? Okay, raise your hands, okay. That's right. It's the junk in the trunk. And you've won a free 5-page website.
Woohoo! Thanks to Lingos back there for that prize. Now, I'm going to bring Phyllis up. She has just a quick something she wants to share with you. While she does that, if you have not entered into the raffle, I'm going to put the bowl on that chair. You can put your business card. If you don't have a business card, you can write your name on a piece of paper. We're going to just draw for a few prizes before we let you go here today. Okay, so everyone, Phyllis here, she's our connection expert and one of our Achieve Alphas. She just wants to share a couple words with you.
All right. Who had a great time today? All right. So, Achieve, we are building the largest community of entrepreneurs in the world with over $25 million worth of business building assets for you. And we would love you to be our next member. And so there's a QR code up here. Oops. Bad positioning. Okay, there is a QR code up here. Please scan the QR code. And if something resonated with you today, please apply. Again, it's by invitation. This is a no obligation application, and it does need to be reviewed by our board. We're looking for experts in all sorts of different fields. We're growing exponentially, and please reach out, put the person's name down that invited you today, and if you need more information, you can schedule a discovery call. So this will bring you to the main website, and then there's a button on there, and you can click and do a discovery call and have a further discussion with us. And hope you have an incredible rest of your day, and join us in Tony Roma's because we are having the after party. I'm sure you met lots of people. Let's continue the discussions and make those great connections. Thanks.
Real quickly, I just have to throw this out there that there's a gentleman back there who typically works till about 2 or 3 in the morning that got here a little bit past 8 today. Is probably about passed out because he's so tired, but he's been back there. He never sits down, which is a new thing for him. He's usually up and moving around. That's my business partner, Robbie. He looks like kind of like a red-haired Bret Michaels, and he is an awesome individual. He made all the sound the way that it did. Our company is called Sing Studios. It's one of 2 things I do, and I am also, we're for hire. We're for sale. You can hire us, and we will come here, and, I'll do my best to make it as entertaining as it was today. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the callings out and all that. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So.
Yes, his wife Kayla, who is our second business partner, and then we've got, of course, Big, which you've been seeing walking around here, and he's, a big guy, and he's awesome.
Yes, the guy with the purple suit. I love it. And you guys, we very often don't recognize what's going on behind the scenes. So I want to thank these guys because just in June at this same event, we had some serious sound issues with the in-house sound. So we're very, very grateful for you guys being here and making the sound good for us. Thank you so much. All right, prize time. So I'm going to have Julianne come up. Julianne's one of our lovely leaders. And Julianne, I'm going to have you just draw a card. and I'm going to let you pick the prize.
Brandon Barnum.
All right, there's some prizes back here. Why don't we give Brandon this? This is from Dr. Catrice. Yeah. Dr. Catrice donated her teeth whitening kit, and Brandon Barnum won that one. Thank you. Eva, you get to do the next. Why don't you pick a prize first, and then we pick a name? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I usually can talk loud enough. A $500 video commercial on One Punch Superstars for 1 month as $500 value, and everybody will get to know about Angie Wong.
Thank you so much. Robert, you're going to give that big old book of yours away. You can.
So, who in the room knows who Seth Godin is? All right, stand up because this is gonna get challenging. Who knows Seth's book, his most famous book? Purple Cow. Do you have a big suitcase, Chris? Do you have some extra? Oh no, you drove. That's perfect. Because, sure. Seth mailed me a book called This Might Work. On the other side, it says, This Might Not Work. Okay. But it weighs, I don't know. But I will tell you that our mailbox is a block from our house. And my wife went to the mailbox with our dog, and this was in it, and I wasn't with her. And she can't let go of the dog, so she dropped this in the neighbor's driveway and asked me, what in the did you order? It was a gift. I had no idea what Seth was sending me. And so that's what I ended up with.
All right, and who are you giving it to? Chris O'Byrne. All right, Chris O'Byrne. Congratulations. All right, Kathy Riley. Kathy, come draw your winner here. So Kathy is giving away her book as well as her speaker toolkit. So add speaking to your business with this all-in-one success kit. You get to draw a name. So hey, if you didn't want to be a speaker, this is telling you it's time, okay?
Miss Phyllis.
Awesome, awesome. You can hand her that. Fabulous. Okay, we have a gift here from Sherry Bainbridge. She's one of our members who, there's 3 books in here, and she's a health and wellness expert with some very wonderful information. So I'm going to draw this prize. Aha! Our wonderful Shane Ummerman. This is for you. Here we go. Congratulations, Shane. Let me just see what we have left. Oh, Sushma, come on. Congratulations, Shane. All right, so Sushma is going to use her bowl for her gift. Do you want to tell everyone what this is?
Yes, so I'd like to believe that I've met everybody in the room. If not, I would love to before you leave. So who doesn't like a money tree, right? Yeah, with real money on it. And then it also lights up. So it's a wireless lamp for you. And today I'm giving away my gift is $80 worth. So it's the money tree with the money, your wireless lamp. I'm giving away a free signed copy. I will personally mail it to you once it's published early 2024. It's called Clarity, Brevity, and Impact. 3 ways to create a life you desire and deserve. I'm super excited. It's my first book. Thank you. And I'm also giving away a free ticket to my in-person event. It's a 3-hour workshop, Self-Confidence for Success for Entrepreneurs. It's on the 11th of November. And I would love to see you there. So let's draw for the winner. And the winner is... I will let the queen bee pick. And the winner is
Chris Aaron.
Woohoo! I will put it in the bag. I have it back here. Oh.
All right. There's only a couple more, you guys. We're almost there. So, Noelle, where are you, honey? Come here. So, Noelle is our tech leader. She runs our amazing Achieve Tech, which is a fantastic system. We're going to allow you to try out if you win this. And she already drew the winners for this one. You want to say a few words about this and then let them know who won?
So Achieve Tech is an all-in-one software where you can do your calendar, your email marketing, your funnel, your social media marketing, texting, all of your contact management all in one place for a very, very low price. So if you haven't talked to me and you're interested at all, please come chat. I will be at the mixer here in just a few minutes. So we are giving away 1 month free of the system to 3 people. Vanessa called out Scott Easterday earlier, and then we also drew Adrian Mota. I don't know if he's still here. Yeah.
There we go.
That one. And I believe it's Christina Kane. So I was from yesterday. I don't know if she's still here. So I will reach out to her.
Noelle.
All right, you guys. Phyllis?
All right, hello. So I'm giving away 2 prizes from my booth, and one from my clean beauty business is a plant-based retinol A, and also a copy of my book, The Journey from Employee to Entrepreneur. So Vanessa?
I get to draw a lot of prizes.
2 names. 2 names. So.
Okay, we have, which one do you want? Michelle?
Michelle Bellarute.
Oh, okay. You didn't put your last name on here. So come on.
And second one.
Okay.
So you get first choice, Booker, the plant-based retinol. Right here.
Did she leave the room? Isabel's not here.
All right, I will call her for my book.
All right. Isabel got the book. Thank you so much. All right, I think that wraps up the prize giving. Fun stuff, you guys. Actually, I just forgot, there's 2 more backpacks here. Okay, I'm going to draw for them, and then we're done. Then we're done. All right. Dr. Larry, I know this is you. I just happened to draw the big card. This is for you, my darling. Yay, Dr. Larry. That's from Cyberbacker. Thank you, Jay Clendenning, for giving us these amazing backpacks. One more. Hey, Bobby, why don't you draw this one?
All right, Noelle Peterson.
Woo! Noelle, she got the backpack. All right, you guys, so from here, I just want to say thank you, honey. I'm going to say thank you again. And we are going to Tony Roma's to end off this day on a high note. You can all go have drinks, food, relax, chat. You know, in the social areas is where we get to know each other really well, and that's what it's all about. So from Achieve, from Rob, as he has been in meetings all day wanting to speak to all of you, we are so grateful for you all, because if it wasn't for you, we would not be here. We're super, super excited that you all joined us till the end of today. So congratulations, everyone. And thanks again, Bobby Love. We will see you in Tony Roma's.
Have a good night, everybody.